to 15 minutes after that initial drop. What could have led to this recovery on the charts, and do you believe it is sustainable at least till market close today?
A very good morning to all in the viewers. So firstly, I think pinpointing to a particular reason as to why the market recovered would not be the right approach. In my understanding, the current setup of the market is, rather range bound with some volatility within the range. So I would say, as a setup, the market's looking pretty stuck up in a range of say 24,200 on the lower side and 24,950 on the higher side, which is the weekly range that we're looking at. Within this range, volatility on account of news flow, on account of developments is highly possible. But as such, data is not suggesting that the market's poised for a very big move at this point of time. And hence, I believe the recovery can be justified keeping that fact in mind that the market's placed for a range at this point of time for the current week and few days going ahead as well.
That's about the index. Hi, Sej. Morning. This is Shrishti also joining in. But this morning, Sej, interesting moves on the metal pack as well. Because as I see, the index is up almost 2% and seems to be arresting the Friday's fall for itself. A lot of these counters, be it Tata Steel, Hindalco, Vedanta, they are doing pretty well. Anything of the metal pack that you're making at this point?
I consider Tata Steel as a pure trading bet at this point of time. Nothing really positional per se. From the trading perspective, the stock has a pretty reasonable support at around 150 odd levels. It's made a higher bottom, higher top kind of a structure. So keeping the short-term outlook, that the fact that the market's also expected to consolidate, I think 150 on the lower side and on the higher side, the stock could attempt towards a 165, 170 for sure. So that's the view on Tata Steel. And yes, some consolidation, some kind of a positive recovery could be seen because this pack got battered in the last two trading sessions, and today is the first day where we're seeing some respite. So this could continue for a while for sure.
Okay, so that's the take on the entire metals pack. But Sahaj, what's your take on the entire PSU banking space? Because at the start of trade, they were doing pretty okay for themselves. And there's still some names like Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank that are doing okay. But you've got Union and SBI that are under pressure. So largely mixed set of moves coming in from the entire PSU banks. What's looking good on the charts as of now?
If I were to take a bet on the PSU banking space, I think it should be on SBI, given the current overall, situation. Even if you were to consider the macros, I think I'd rather go with the safer bet, which happens to be SBI. So technically speaking, 780 is a very, very strong support for the stock. In fact, sometime in July, the stock did give a breakout, but it turned out to be a false breakout. The stock kind of reacted negatively again. So the next bet that I would place on would be around 780. If this level were to be held, then in an aggressive manner, maybe betting on the short-term highs of around 830, 840 would also be possible. Yeah, so in that case, 780 should hold on for the stock to continue with its rather medium-term pattern of making higher highs and higher lows.
That's about the banking pack. But Sahej, the fact of the matter is that amidst this market as well, a lot of these stocks that are doing well, even we feel like discussing those. See the move in UPL, MCX, Star Cement. But Sahej, why don't you help us understand that which pockets are not looking that good? Because if the market fall, any particular pocket you believe will participate more in the fall, or which is looking not that great at this point in time rather?
So, rather than saying what's not looking great, I'd rather, channelize my energies towards suggesting what's looking good in terms of value and in terms of the overall setup. So, one thing is ACC across the, in the cement space, I think the stock has landed up underperforming quite a lot as compared to its peers. Not much has happened in this particular stock as compared to the other stocks in the sector. So I think from the value proposition and the risk reward, I think the stock looks interesting with a stop loss of around 760. On the higher side, target of 1900 could be achievable. A lot of underperformance seen over here, some kind of a positivity could actually kick in and resulting into a short-term re-rating towards 1900. So that's one strong proposition that I would have. And the other stock that I really like is HDFC Life. That's more on the momentum side. Results were pretty decent, reasonable. The stock structure also looks pretty good. It's got a short-term bottom of around 732. And from the trading perspective, I believe 770, 780 is surely achievable in the short term. So one on the momentum side and the other one on the value proposition is what I would bet on at this point of time.
So ACC and HDFC Life looking good to Sahaj right now. Sahaj, thanks so much for joining us. On that note, we'll let you go. The time now to shift focus from equities to commodities, and lots of colors what we're seeing on crude, on copper. They have been in news over the last couple of